Hey there, Brad Walker here, your local Airdrie Realtor, and this is your real estate market update for August 2025. If you've been following these updates, you know that my goal is to break down the numbers so you can really understand what's happening in Airdrie's real estate market. And this video is going to be no different. We're going to look at the overall Airdrie numbers first, then we're going to break it down by the four housing types: detached, semi-detached or duplexes, townhomes, and apartments. Now, if you know someone in our city who would like to stay updated on the housing market, please share this video with them as well. And don't forget, I have detailed emailed market reports for each and every neighborhood here in Airdrie that I send out on a monthly basis, and they show you all the sales price data of homes in your area. So if you're someone who likes to stay up to date on the real estate directly in your neighborhood, click the link in the description below and sign up for that monthly report for your neighborhood. All right, well, if we pull up the overall city stats here, you can see in July, Airdrie recorded 160 sales. That's down 14% compared to last year, and also a bit lower than what we saw in June, which is not uncommon for June to July. We also saw 306 new listings hit the market, which is 6% higher than last July, and inventory has been building throughout the summer, and by the end of the month we had 543 active listings in Airdrie. Now that's a big increase in available homes compared to this time last year or the previous few years. So as we get closer to the end of summer, we're sitting with a lot of homes for sale right now here in the city, and the most we've actually seen since the summer of 2019, so 6 years ago. Now, knowing the sales and inventory numbers, we can figure out our months supply, and right now we're sitting at 3.39 months supply. Now, that's a big jump from where we were a year ago at this time, when we were at 1.6 months of supply. So we have slightly more than double the supply of last summer. Now, what this means is buyers have a bit more selection right now, and homes are taking a little bit longer to sell, which we can see by the average days on market being 46 days at the moment. Now, for prices, the overall benchmark price in Airdrie is currently $532,800, which gives us a 1.02% drop in the overall prices last month. So the story right now is sales are slowing, listings are up, and inventory is building. We're not in a buyer's market yet from an overall standpoint, which would be over 4 months supply, but conditions are definitely more balanced than they were from 2021 to 2024 when inventory was really tight. All right, well, now that we've gone over the overall numbers, let's take a look at the different styles of homes here in the city, starting first with the detached homes, the largest segment of homes here in Airdrie. In July, there were 95 detached sales, which jumped a bit over the 82 sales we saw in June. And we also saw 185 new listings, which is 20% higher than at this point last year. And that left us with an inventory for detached homes of 324 houses for sale at the end of July. Now that gives us a month supply of 3.41 months, which is fairly close to the city average. And this puts detached homes in that balanced market right now, but keep in mind the price range you're in can really affect how the market will be for you. And this is really going to be where that market update for your neighborhood is going to be useful, so you can get a good idea of what's going on right around you. Now, the benchmark price for detached homes this month is $635,600. Now that's a 1.3% drop in just the last month. And to put that into context, a home that's right around that benchmark price and value would be worth about $10,000 less right now than it was worth last month. So the days of throwing a home on the market and getting 10 offers overnight are well gone, but well-priced homes can still sell reasonably quickly. So right now, as a seller, it only makes sense to put your home on the market if you really do have a need to sell. And when you do, you need to be realistic with your list price. When we see the market going down like this, you have to keep in mind that the sold comparables that we use to price your home were houses that sold maybe 2, 4, 6 weeks ago, and we need to adjust your market value to reflect the current market. So pricing to the comparable from 2 months ago will put you hitting the market overpriced compared to all the other listings available right now to buyers. All right, well, now let's take a look at the semi-detached homes or duplexes. In July, we had 20 sales and we had 32 new listings, and that gave us an inventory of 52 duplex homes for sale in Airdrie right now. And that gives us a month's supply of 2.6 months, which is better than the detached homes, but given the smaller data size, it means a little bit less. And that does still put this segment inside that same balanced market territory. Now the benchmark price for these semis is $500,300, which is down 1.4% in the last month, which shows us that the duplexes are moving down similar to the detached homes are this summer. Next up, let's take a look at our row homes or townhomes here in Airdrie. In July, we had 34 sales, which was a pretty big drop from the 47 we had in June. We also saw 71 new listings. Now that gave us an inventory of 132 townhomes for sale here in Airdrie to start August with, which then puts the month's supply here at 3.88 months, which is getting very close to moving into that buyer's market in this segment of our market. Now what's interesting is that the benchmark price stayed basically the same for townhouses here this month, but the reason for that is up till now the townhouses have been hanging around the month's supply of about 2 to 2.5 months, and this does put them on the more seller's side of a balanced market, but that jumped all the way up to 3.88. Now the benchmark price is a bit of a delayed stat, so we'll likely start seeing the price start to drop in the data here in the next month for these townhomes. And lastly, let's talk about our apartments. In July, there were 11 sales, which is down 54% from last year, half the amount of condo sales as there was just 1 year ago. We also saw 18 new listings, which left us with 35 active listings to start August with, and this gives us a month's supply of 3.18 months at the moment. Now here we actually saw the benchmark price go up again this month, up 0.75%, but keeping in mind that benchmark price is delayed a bit. Just 2 months ago, the condos were still sitting in a seller's market. Now that's quickly reversed, so I'd expect, similar to the townhouses, condos will probably start to see that benchmark price moving down starting next month. So ultimately, our market here in Airdrie has slowed quite a bit. If you're planning to sell right now, you need to make sure that you're setting your home up to show the absolute best that it can, because you're going to be competing with quite a few other listings in the city, and you need to stand out to those buyers. And of course, you need to be priced accurately in order to get the sale over those other listings. Keeping in mind that your neighbor's house that sold 3 months ago for this price doesn't mean that your home that is the exact same is going to be able to now achieve that same price. Now for you buyers though, we're looking at a pretty good opportunity right now, one that we haven't seen in about 6 years, and that's the opportunity to go out, view quite a few good homes, be able to pick your favorite and go from there. You don't really need to be as worried about multiple offers and things like that, but keep in mind if a house does come up that shows really well and is priced better than the rest, it's probably still going to sell quickly. There has been a lot of uncertainty in our market and many markets across the country lately, and there's a good chance that's going to continue for the time being. But for now, if you have any questions about the market, don't hesitate to reach out and ask, even if you're not planning to buy or sell, if you're just curious about the market. And if you found this video useful, again, do me a huge favor, please, and share this with a friend that also might want to keep up with our market here in Airdrie. Again, my name is Brad Walker, your local Airdrie Realtor, and we'll see you in the next video.